Welcome, everybody. My goodness, thank you so much for taking the time out of your evening to spend it with us for the next 20 to 30 minutes. We are so excited to get to have you on to be able to share something that we are just so passionate about. You may be a busy parent, you may be a busy working professional, but I just want you to know whoever invited you to this Zoom, they care about you, they love you, and they just want you to hear about something, a simple way to give yourself more options in the busyness of life. And so I just wanted to kick it off and just share a little bit of my story. And then I have a couple of friends that are going to share their story as well. And then we'll talk a little bit more about this incredible mission that we get to be a part of. So for me, about 3.5 years ago, when I decided to partner with my company, whose mission is all about inspiring healthy living around the world, I came in from a place of I'm too busy. I'll join the mission, but I don't have time to actually share anything. I have too many things on my plate, and I can't possibly add one more thing. Anybody else ever felt that way? At the time, I had a 2 and a 3-year-old. I was a full-time mom at home with my kids, but I was also teaching part-time online. We were in the process of trying to sell our house, buy a new house out of town. We were moving. I had to pack us all up, get us moved. And oh, by the way, because my husband had taken a new job, guess what? He'd already started in the new town we were going to. So I was basically a single parent trying to do all of this when this incredible mission was brought into my lap. And so I really was the epitome of somebody who couldn't add one more thing to my plate. But, or I should say, so why did I? Why did I say yes? Well, it was because when I found this really simple way to elevate my nutrition, I couldn't keep it to myself. I didn't want to keep it to myself, but I couldn't. I felt morally obligated to share. I don't know about you, but when life is busy, as it was for me, simple feels like a gift. And I had found a simple way to elevate our nutrition. And when I explored further what this mission and all was about, I realized that sharing it could be just as simple as eating it. And because I said yes to simple, I have been able to expand my family's options in ways I never could have dreamed of. It allowed my husband and I to make that move back home with him taking a pay cut. It really gave us room to breathe when we didn't know we've been holding our breath for so long. It gave us the confidence to say yes to adding a third child, something that my heart had desired for many, many years. And because I found the simple, even through the busy, I've been able to create a life that where I now have time to be able to fill my own cup so that I can pour it into my kids, into my husband, into the things that I want to do, not the things I have to do. And that has been the beauty through all of this. I am now living a get to life, not a have to. And my passion now is to let other women, especially, know that you have options. You have the ability to create the kind of life where you can say yes to more things. It gives you the freedom to say no to things you want to say no to. And so we just are so excited to be able to share a little bit more with you guys tonight, about what our mission is with our company and why other busy moms have said yes and what that has done for their family. So I am super excited to pass it off to Megan for her to share her story.
Thanks, Carla. So my name is Megan, and so let's view my life about 4 years ago. I was barely surviving, y'all. Barely surviving my day to day because I was raising my two constantly sick toddlers. My husband, much like Carla, was working nights out of town. So I was doing the single parenting thing. And I myself was actually working over 80 hours a week in my corporate IT job. So literally the last thing that I wanted was exactly like Carla said, anything else on my plate, and let alone a business that I had to deal with. So when I heard about Juice Plus, the product made total sense to me. Didn't have the time to spare, but I'm so very thankful because the Lord had different plans for me. And so in my obedience, I said yes. And man, was it the best decision that I've ever made for my family. So little did I know, the very next like Mother's Day that would roll around, my daughter made this little, art project, and it had a fill in the blank. My mother is always blank. Well, what did she say? She said, my mother is always working. Y'all, that hit me like a ton of bricks. And I knew in that moment that the work that I was doing was robbing me of the things that was most dear to me. So I was all in, and I plugged into this simple system, and I started sharing this amazing gift that had like totally impacted my family's health in huge ways. And the freedom that not only the nutrition provided me, but the mission provided our family is like a miracle to me. Like I said, it was a total God thing. And it allowed our family to start dreaming again. And like things that I didn't even think were possible. I mean, it allowed me to build a paycheck that I was able to create the option for me to step away from that super high stress corporate environment. And now I get to pursue things that I am passionate about, all while I get to say yes to my family. And that's so important to me. So what I kind of thought was like the last thing that I needed in my life, since I didn't have time for it, ended up being the one thing that was so life-giving, that made the moments that I had that much more sweeter. And I'm such a better wife and a better mother for saying yes. So thank you for letting me share. And I'm going to pass it off to Miss Ashton.
I'm sorry, can you hear me? Okay. Well, thank you so much. My name is Ashton Chappell, and I live in Richmond, Virginia. I just want to start by saying that we love our Juice Plus. We learned about it a little over a year ago. And the instant that I understood what Juice Plus was, I was on fire to tell the world. And I was going to share about it regardless of who was benefiting. So it just made sense for me to start my own business. But I'm a busy mother to four little people. I have 4-year-old twin boys, a 2-year-old, and an infant. When I started my business, I was pregnant with my 4th child, and our son was getting ready to have his 3rd open heart surgery. And I was busy. And I was stressed out. But none of that mattered because I was so on fire for the need for people to know about this incredible gift and food and just the healing power of it. So anyway, I started right away, and there were times like during my son's surgery and the birth of our 4th child, we'll set my business down, but I immediately went back to it and continued to invest in it because it was important to me. And I am so grateful. And when I feel myself start to struggle, I plug into our Juice Plus community in the form of a conference or a boot camp that rejuvenates me, and it reminds me of how important this mission is, not just for the health of all of our customers and every single person that we come into contact with, that we get to educate about the power of nutrition, but also for the benefits of our family. So I share Juice Plus every day during my everyday travels. And on the days I never leave the house, I am reaching out to folks during nap time and bath time and while I'm folding laundry, because it's important to me. It has become a part of who I am, and I'm really proud of that. And I could not thank God enough for the woman, now incredibly dear friend, that he brought into my life to share this with me, because it has changed our life for the better, and I will be forever grateful. So thank you for letting me share my story. And with that, I want to pass it off to Heather.
Thank you, Ashton. I love your story and I love your family. So I learned about Juice Plus 4 years ago. And at the time, I had started a business 9 months before, an interior design business that I absolutely loved. And I came home that night and I told my husband that I signed up as a partner with the company. And he said, "Why would you do that? You're not doing this as a business." And I was like, "Oh, no, I know I'm not." My husband and I have 6 kids. So like I said at the time, I had a part-time business that I was developing, but I was also running a foster care and adoption ministry at our church. And our church is a very large 6,000 person church. So I felt like I had a lot on my plate: children, husband, business, ministry, and I had no room in my life for this. In fact, when my husband asked me that question, I said, "Oh, I'm not doing, there's no way." I totally just did it for the discount and to get the best price. And I quickly learned the power of residual income. And I realized that with my interior design business, I could work as hard as I wanted, but Juice Plus would allow me to work smarter, not harder. And by locking arms with people and sharing this gift of elevated nutrition and helping families to thrive, and as our own family had thrived, I, as a mom, had such peace of mind about our future. And I knew that fruits and vegetables and the power of nutrition prevents illness and disease. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm completely on board with this. So as the first year or so progressed with Juice Plus, and my paycheck kept continuing to grow and grow, and I was moving through the compensation plan and saw, what, people really, really need this, and they're really looking for an opportunity like this. And I was able to pay that forward. I just knew this was what I needed to be doing. This is the best way to use my time wisely. We're limited. We only have so many hours in a day. And so I officially closed my interior design business in January. And although it was just a little bit bittersweet, I I truly feel like it was the right decision. And I am so grateful because my Juice Plus business is doing things financially in our family that I never dreamed of. We have 2 kids in college. One headed there in 2 years, a set of twins, Ashton, headed there in 4 years. Like, the amount of college tuition that is facing my husband and I is overwhelming. But with this business and this company, they actually have a college tuition reimbursement program at the top position of the company, and they'll help put my kids through school. And the income that I have, the paycheck that I get, is directly impacting that. So that's my why, and I am so, so grateful for this opportunity. I'll do it till the day I die. So thanks for letting me share. Carla?
Oh my goodness, ladies, what powerful, powerful stories. Oh my gosh, I am just so grateful to each one of you. And I just loved how different everybody's story is, how different everybody just coming in from a different place with, some working full time, some not, but others, very involved in different ministries. But the underlying thing is that we were that person or those people that didn't have time. But what we ultimately found was it gave us back that time. It gave us back that freedom to be able to choose to be present with our families, or to be present doing the things that we did most desired. And so now I just want to be able to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen with you. And want to be able to talk through a little bit about, what this is. So we are here tonight to just talk all about expanding your options. As you have heard us say, we all have partnered with the Juice Plus company, and the Juice Plus company and their mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And when we talk about it, delivering, giving us all options, well, I want to stop and pause and say, ask you, what options could additional income and a sense of fulfillment give you? Have you ever stopped to ask yourself that? Are you feeling fulfilled in what you're doing? Do you feel like you have options? I can tell you, I absolutely was not fulfilled in what I was doing before this. And this has been able to not only give us options, but that incredible sense of fulfillment and passion and purpose. And, I'm curious, how would it feel to have fun and thrive in a community while making a contribution to the world? I want to kind of pause. So there were 3 distinct things that I said there. Fun. This is the most incredible group of fun servant-hearted people I have ever been around. We have the most thriving community that just is there to support, encourage, lift up. It's incredible. And we get to contribute in such a significant way to the world. We get to make impact for good in a really incredible way. And so we have chosen to align with the Juice Plus company because it demonstrates these 6 core values: longevity, authenticity, quality, community, simplicity, and being approachable. And you guys, when we're talking about not having enough time, being too busy, the fact that simplicity is one of our core values, oh my gosh, that spoke volumes to me. And while I'm not going to go in depth a lot on our products, absolutely, if you want to learn more, get back to the person that shared this with you. But I am going to highlight very quickly, it's part of the reason we're simple is we have 5 products. And we have this breakthrough whole food technology that guarantees a variety of over 30 plants consistently. We've got clean, convenient, one-of-a-kind plant-based fuel for our bodies. And we also have a simple soilless aeroponic growing system that's proven to produce 30% more plant yield, up to 3 times faster, with as little as 2% of the water as traditional gardening. Those are our products. And our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world and to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. It's a 2-part statement. This company is about helping us realize our dreams. I've never worked for any type of company or corporation that wanted to know what my dreams were and wanted to help me achieve them. And so we are an established, stable, mission-driven company that was established in 1970. And we innovated this proprietary process to put food into capsules, and then ended up launching an incredible program called the Children's Health Study that so far has impacted over 1 million families worldwide and allows children to be able to put this nutrition into their bodies for free for up to 4 years. And then we had the introduction of the Tower Garden that I just spoke about. And now we are opening global markets in well over 20 countries and growing by the day. And we're continuing on with our research that truly sets our products apart. And I'll speak a little bit about that in just a minute. But since the development of Juice Plus in 93, we have invested over 25 years in this gold standard testing and research, and are really proud to say that we are the most scientifically proven nutritional product in the world. And of course, as a mission-minded organization, we also contribute to life-changing, not-for-profit programs and initiatives that focus on cultivating the mind, body, and spirit. So we donate. We are a significant donor to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We are the title sponsor of their marathon every year. We have pledged to donate a Tower Garden to every single Boys and Girls Club in America, in North America. So that's over 4,000. And we also have donated over 10 million complete meals to the Children's Hunger Fund and Volunteers of America, because we truly believe in giving back to our communities. And the only way to share products so unique and innovative is through relationships. How many times have we gone out to a really great restaurant or gone to see a really great movie or read a great book, and we come home and we want to tell all of our friends about that? Oh my gosh, have you seen this movie? You've got to go see it. It's great. Well, we do the same thing with Juice Plus. When I started to have the experience that our family did when we elevated our nutrition in this simple way, I wanted to tell everybody about it. I thought what mom isn't out there looking for something more simple? And so I just found myself sharing it just like I would my favorite book or my favorite restaurant. And that's all we do, is build relationships and be able to share with permission and when we hear a need. And our business model is unique. It is an actual franchise that costs a whopping $52 a year to own. We can work from anywhere. We have a very small focused product line with consumable products. And like you heard Heather say, she understood the importance of residual income. And that's what you can build here, part-time or full-time. We don't hold inventory, very low overhead. We have business websites and a multitude of support. Every commission level that you earn is permanent. Nothing is ever taken away from you, and there's no glass ceiling. And as you heard Heather talk about, at the upper leadership levels, we actually have a business investment bonus. So it is just free money that our company puts back into our paycheck so we can continue to invest in our business. And at the very top level, we have a corporate level benefits package that includes medical insurance, dental, vision, life insurance, long-term disability, chiropractic care, family tuition reimbursement. That's what Heather's looking forward to, and that monthly expense allowance. And so these are corporate level benefits that are provided for us at the top level of this company. So you may be thinking, is this worth my time? This is a virtual business that can be operated anywhere, anytime. You've heard all of us talking. Ashton was saying at nap time, when I'm doing laundry, when kids are in the bathtub. I do it in like the parking lot. I sit in my driveway for an extra 5 minutes when we get home. I've locked myself in the bathroom before. Wherever I can steal that 5 or 10 minutes, and it allows us to get outside of that rat race. And so for a minimal investment of time and $52 annually, this can quickly become profitable. You may be asking, can I do this? Well, we have a simple system with room for your own creativity. You set the pace as we support you, and there are no quotas, there are no minimums or inventory. And the most incredible thing is the amount of your Juice Plus earnings is a direct reflection of the number of lives that you are impacting and changing. And I know I didn't share this in my story, and I don't share it by any means to brag, but to just share what is possible. In 3 years, I've been able to, I'm hearing some, there we go. I've been able to exceed my pay that I was getting working full-time as a nurse. Only I no longer work nights or weekends or holidays. I get to choose when I work, and I work about 10 to 12 hours a week to be able to earn that full-time income. And so I just say that because I want everybody to be able to know what is possible. And I'm just in the baby stages of this as well, not having any kind of glass ceiling. I can keep growing if I want. And the best thing, you guys, is your voice can give hope to others while you build your dreams. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You have the freedom to expand your options. So I just simply ask, are you ready to join the revolution? So with that, oh my goodness, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time to be with us tonight. If you have additional questions or you want to learn more about the nutrition as well, please get back to the person that invited you. They would be more than happy to answer your questions, provide you more information. But for all of us, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a great night. Good night.
Thanks, Carla.
You're welcome.
Thanks, ladies.